Hey everyone, I am back with another reading for you. So I'm gonna do a love reading. So I just did a video, which I will be uploading soon, and I had said in that video that there's a lot of energies going on, and part of that is like Aries and the new moon and all that stuff. So if you haven't watched that, go watch that video. But this video, I wanted to concentrate on the love that's coming towards you. There is a high-level soulmate that is reaching out, and I feel like that this soulmate has not been in a lot of contact with you energetically. I feel like that they've been going through something or working on something, healing a lot like you have probably. But I feel like there's been some sort of, not necessarily disconnect, but almost like a numbness. And so I wanted to get into that. So I asked Spirit, what's going on with this soulmate? What's going on with this high-level soulmate? So I pulled from the Moonology, and I got a personal issue reaches resolution. The answers you need are coming. So this is really, really close. And one of the things I was picking up on is that I believe that one of the reasons why this soulmate hasn't been around as much is because they're starting to come out of the 5D and it's starting to get grounded. So you were going to be meeting this person very soon or coming into contact with this person very soon, and he's going to be grounding this relationship and this energy between the two of you. So a win-win outcome in the forecast, which is really good. So, and because these are both blue, I really feel like there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of darkness, there's a lot of things that are being sorted out. And part of that has to do with self-love and balancing the life and your crown. And then when the win-win forecast came out, all these other ones came out. I wasn't going to keep them, but they really do go along with the story. So don't let your pride get in the way. So you could have any of these placements. You could have Cancer placements, Gemini placements, Libra placements, Leo placements. Your soulmate could. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, don't let your pride get in the way when it comes to this soulmate. And I really feel like that speaks to the fact that there's a lot of like anger going on right now, a lot of emotions swirling around right now. You might be in kind of a standoffish energy, or just in a really kind of sharp tongue energy. And I just feel like you're in that energy because there's a lot on your shoulders. There's a lot of heaviness going on in the air right now because of all these planets in Aries. It's really starting to come out in people. Adjustments are required. I really don't feel like this has anything to do with you per se needing to take adjustments. I really just think that the universe is saying that there are adjustments being made on your behalf, on your soulmate's behalf. It's a time for healing, so take that time. And the mistiness of this card, I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but it almost feels like fogginess and mistiness, and we've been getting that a lot outside as well. Like your ship is coming in or something, which popped up in the other reading as well. And then have faith in your dreams and how it's so much clearer in this card. So they are coming. You might, I'm getting like a weariness feeling because this has been a long time coming. It's like, how much longer do I have to wait? How much more healing do I have to do? What more pressures and stuff needs to be on me right now? I just feel like your plate is really full and you've been doing everything. You've earned it. You've completed what you need to complete, and it is coming in. Yeah, I heard have faith. So I wanted to pull from the archetype deck on this soulmate to find out where he's at. What can you tell me about this high-level soulmate? What can you tell the collective about the high-level soulmate and what they've been going through? What energy are they in right now? What energy is this high-level soulmate in right now? Wow, okay. The shaman is popping out. I heard reaching for the star, reaching for the gem. So they're reaching out for you. And the self. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I was getting communication with that this soulmate has been really working on themselves to be ready for you, to mainly heal their heart. I feel like they were going through something that was paining, like I heard sadness in the heart. And there's like a shadow. So the heart is open, but it's shadowed. Okay, it's almost like the both of you have really good hearts and both of your hearts are open, but they're shadowed over because you want to keep your heart protected while it's healing, but you still are open to the abundance and the love that's coming in. I'm hearing quiet strength. Okay. And then how do they see you? I'll get one more card. How does this soulmate see you? So they're alchemizing, and I feel like the womb, you're ready and you're open. Maybe you want to have a family with this soulmate. The pilgrim. Yeah, you've been on a really long journey. The both of you have, it seems. So this is how he sees you. The womb and the pilgrim. So you have been on a feminine journey, a divine feminine journey, a journey of the self. I heard a journey to find your way. Your way. Your way of life. Your way of your dreams. Your way to your best self. I'm getting a little teary-eyed. And with the shaman card, I'm just wondering if this masculine, this high-level soulmate, I heard beastie. I feel like he keeps that side hidden a lot, that he doesn't want to show too much of that to you yet. And I feel like you're both, because you're both in a state of healing and both in a state of that quiet strength, that vulnerability. Yeah, I feel like, your shadow side or your ego side or your animalistic side, your feral sides are going to play very well together. Okay. Yeah, the play. Okay. That's funny. Okay, so the answers that are coming and the person reaches resolution. So can you tell me about, oh, I'm hearing collective, so let's go with that. What can you tell me about the collective, please? Where did that go? I could have swore a card fell. Okay. This one is hiding. Okay, tools. Very nice. Someone's hiding their tools. Someone is hiding the resources, the abilities, and the application, the building and the fixing and the organization. And it even says helping someone. So I feel like either you or this masculine, I feel like more this is about the masculine, but the soulmate, I feel like, has hidden tools and resources that you are not aware of. That's interesting. And you yourself may be getting help from outside resources that people aren't aware of. Person of air. So this masculine could have air in their charts. What was that? I heard he has a hard stop. Like he has a hard hold on his mind. Like he's strong-minded. Yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. He's quick-witted. He's calculating, but not like a cold, calculated person. Oh. And then I got bedroom. Okay. So that's interesting. Now, if we were to put these three together, right? So the tool, the practical application, fell underneath my chair and it was hidden. And then we have person of air, someone who is smart, someone who knows how to use his mind, someone who is articulate, quick-witted, dominates in, I heard mind control, but I don't feel like that's other people. I feel like he has, that's what I said, he has a hard control over his own mind. And then we have bedroom. So this is giving me two different things. Number one, this shows me that I feel like he's hiding and tempering how he really feels and thinks about you. And he's also hiding and keeping under wraps just how good he is when it comes to intimacy and romance and in the bedroom in pleasing ways. I feel like because this man has a good heart And because he's in charge of himself and he's healing, I feel like he's the kind of guy that not only feels deeply, but once he's in, he's all the way in. As in, like, once he claims you. So this isn't a guy that wants to just like fuck you. This is not a guy who just wants to get it on. This isn't a guy who's out for like root kind of pleasure. He enjoys that, but he's more heart and soul, and more mind stimulating. He's after that. He's after being friends and getting to know someone for the protection of himself, but also the protection of the person he's with. He's not the type of person that's into like breaking hearts, because he knows how that feels. That's interesting. I like that. So the answers of why he's probably not come, the answers of why and how he feels about you and all of those things and whatever's happening will all come out when it needs to. What's this win-win outcome, this forecast? Okay. Okay. What is happening in this reading? Holy shit. Okay, baby's coming out. So this is definitely a new beginning. So a new beginning for him, a new beginning for you. But this also, because of the bedroom coming out, this really is about unlimited potential and continuing a legacy. The warmth and the purity is really coming out. Okay, and then we also have Labyrinth. Yeah, the going inward and the spiritual quest, again with this shaman and this pilgrim and the self, the both of you going on this quest. So you're not the only one going on a journey. You're not the only one doing healing. This is a high level soulmate. So they are also doing that work that you are doing. And again, Libra's coming out, Aquarius is coming out, and then Scorpio, both Scorpios are coming out. Thunderstorm, beautiful. Yeah, power, electric display, and an energy shift. And the booming is coming out. So I feel like with all the storms that have been happening, with all of this rain that's been happening, with the distance between the two of you and your energy, the both of you are weathering the storm. But there's such a massive electricity between the two that, first of all, you and the soulmate know that the energy is undeniable, okay? This is an energy that you can't help deny or to not deny, and then you can't help but be intrigued. You're not feeling like an incredible like need for this person, but you're always thinking of this person in the back of your mind. You're always wondering how they are. You're always you can't help but like want them to touch you or to talk to you or to need you in some way. But it's almost like you're not sure why, because there's like this undeniable pull. So again, I feel like this electricity between the two of you, because again, this is not like sexually like root based. This is being based off the heart and the soul and the mind. So I'm just wondering if you're wondering, collective, if this person is going to be able to satisfy you. If this person and you will be compatible, not just in the bedroom, but like, do you share the same type of fantasies? Do you share the same type of desires? because they've been kind of far away, and it's been, I feel like, sporadic at times, the energy. Does this person still feel the same way? I'm hearing yes. Okay. What can you tell me about don't let pride get in your way and adjustments are required? What can you tell me about the pride not getting in the way? What does the collective need to know about not letting their pride get in the way? I heard it's complicated. And again, that card said that it was complicated. The pride is complicated or the situation is complicated? Okay, I want to ask both those questions. I heard it's complicated again. Again with the Aquarius that's coming out. So weird. So maybe this person has heavy Aquarius in their chart. Maybe you do. The water carrier. Or maybe it's just you guys are heavily, because Aquarius stands in the water and creates the air around them, much like Neptune, right? What's his face? All I can think of is the movie. All I can think of is Jason Momoa. This is fucking Ariel. Anyways. Water carrier, right? And this is for pride. Okay, so you collective are someone who is generous, someone who is balanced, someone who is communicative, someone who is compassionate, who wants to be some sort of humanitarian or help people in the way of alleviating their suffering. And then we have fish hook. So okay, so with this fish hook, this really kind of encompasses the pride not getting in the way, because at the front it says powerless, feeling helpless, feeling paralyzed, feeling vulnerable, temptation, bait, that sort of thing. But on the bottom, it's like a great catch, luck, prosperity, resourcefulness, abundance. So I really feel like don't let your pride get in the way when it comes to this person. Meaning, don't assume that they're trying to con you in some way. Don't, like when you meet this person, don't, or you come into contact with this person, don't assume that, again, they're just out to like fuck you or use you or, you know, play you in some way. And then also, because there's a lot of chemistry going on between the two, you also might want to, how do I say this? Like, not use your feminine wiles? Like, to be vulnerable, but to be vulnerable in a strength way. To be that divine feminine that you should be. To stand in your power. Yeah, use it for good and not for bad kind of thing. Because if you were in a standoffish kind of energy and you and your, like, let's say Queen of Swords energy, that sharp tongue or that Queen of Wands energy even, that fiery sexual energy that you might have, make sure you're fair in that. And you're not, like, assuming makes an ass out of you and me kind of thing, right? seems like to be friends with this person, to be open. What can you tell me? Wait, what was that other question I wanted to ask? It's complicated. What's this complication? Because double complications coming out and adjustments are required. What can you tell me about the adjustments being required? Maybe those are the adjustments that are needing to be required. The one between, you know, your root and your heart. To not be in your head. Earn is coming out. I'm just wondering if this, I'm getting chills, wow. I'm just wondering if this high-level soulmate had to bury someone that they love, like a parent or an animal even, but I really feel like this has to do with a person, because I feel like there were, like when someone dies, especially like a parent or a grandparent or something like that, there's a lot of things that there's like lawyers, there's estate handling, there's, you know, money issues and stuff like that. And if you have to deal, my ear is ringing really loud now. Okay. So like if they have to deal with other family members, people can get really friggin' greedy when it comes to inheritances and things like that. And I also heard death of the self. So even going through, like I'm not getting that here, but even going through a really long pent out kind of divorce, divvying up things, going through lawyers and the stress of that, and then no longer being that person that you were in that marriage, rebirthing yourself, transforming yourself. That could also be an issue as well, or be the reason. But I have a strong feeling, 11 on the clock, that when it comes to this high-level soulmate, this has to do with the death of someone close to them. And a time of healing has come out, so I really believe that that's what they've been doing. So what can I get with this have faith in your dreams? Whoa. That's a lot. So child is coming out. Yeah. The stubbornness, the fixing of the inner child, the vulnerability and the softness in that. Aquarius and Scorpio are coming again with this. I really feel like, again, lots of Scorpio's death and transformation. So that's like across the board here. And then Aquariuses really keep their feelings and their emotions close to themselves, which is, I feel like, what this energy of this high-level soulmate is in right now. And I feel like you yourself, collective, are also doing the same. But with this child card coming out, I really feel like the two of you will come into contact because you are in these energies, this kind of sad, shadowed energy, that when you come together, it's going to be like a light in each other's lives. You're going to want to play and have fun and just smile and laugh and enjoy each other's company, because you're going to find it soothing and easy to be around this person. When I said the word easy, the way that this masculine's energy feels easy is like the tension that he relieves you from. And I feel like you probably do the same for him. What else do we have here? Should I take these? No? Okay. What else can you tell me? Diamond is coming out. So faithfulness, commitment, and purity is coming out. So this is a committed, intimate type of man. This is a man who wants, I heard love. He wants to be loved in the same way that he loves. I heard like a child. So, you know, for those of you that are parents, you know, parents can really love their children, and like their children are like, you know, the apples of their eye and things like that. But the way, if you can remember, you know, when you were little, like really little, the way that you look up to your parents, the way you see your parents, the way you love your parents, or even like an older brother and sister even. Caregiver, could be grandparents. Put yourself where you belong. Take it as it resonates. The way a child loves is with their whole being, with their whole heart. And they're looking for the same in return. And that's as it should be. Dice is also coming out. Okay, so with dice, the gamble, the taking a risk, luck is coming out, rolling with it is coming out, playing the game, the potential, the fate, and we'll see what happens next. So again, this is about, I'm getting playing games with this, but not in a negative sense. I'm getting like, maybe this masculine likes to gamble. Maybe he's into, you know, poker and whatever, board games. Maybe you are. But I really feel like, again, with the child, because it came out with the diamond, that you guys in your childlike energy is where you both shine the best. It's where things are light and easy, where you go with the flow. And I feel like this really speaks to, because you guys are in like a shadowed heart, protecting your heart, but trying to be open, because you're in that vulnerable state. Again, there's that undeniable kind of pull, but it's quiet and it's subtle. And I really feel like you guys are gonna gamble on each other because there's potential that you see in each other. And you're just gonna run with it. Life has probably not been too kind to you, either of you, in the past. But this has luck, you know, like plastered all over it. So and I feel like it's just gonna be a random happening. You're not expecting it. They're just gonna show up. And especially for them, it's gonna surprise them more than you, I feel like. But in a different way. Because you can feel this masculine. You know he's coming. You just don't know how, and you just don't know when, right? But with him, I feel like for him, he wishes, he dreams, and he prays for you, but he can't see you or feel you, if that makes sense. What can you tell me for clarification? Not ready. What can you tell me for clarification about the energy that this masculine's in? The shaman and the self. Like, what has he been working on? Fairy tale. Wow. He's been working on his dreams. He's been working on his fantasy. He's working on his happily ever after. Wow. Maybe he does know you. Maybe that's what the difference is. I mean, take it as it resonates. Maybe he does know you and he's seen you in passing, but you don't know him. So you can feel him, but he's not ready to come forward yet. Because it seems like he's doing the work and he knows what's required. So that could in turn he could know you. But you're not sure of who he is, but you can feel him. And you know he's coming, but you just don't know who he is. Huh. And what can you tell me about the collective and the womb and the pilgrim, how this masculine, this high-level soulmate sees the collective? Sap. Okay. You're the honey, you're the sweet nectar, you're that beautiful maple syrup that comes out of the tree. I heard sticky goodness. Yeah, you are literally the essence of life. You are literally spring, the sweetness, the energy, the nourishment, the vitality. You are the rooted, grounded life force. So he knows your worth. He sees it in you. He's been looking for you. He's been dreaming of you. And he's just been building himself and changing himself and transforming himself so that he can give you that fairy tale because he knows how much you're worth it. Okay. That's really nice. I'm hearing one more. All right, what else does the collective need to know? 11:10 on the clock. What else does this collective need to know about? Okay. I'm hearing take them. Wow, okay, that's not one more. That's like 4, but we'll end it there. What do we have? Jack and Diane is coming out. Yeah, you probably both have some heartbreak and grief and the sorrow and the sadness and the mourning that you guys are going through. So that's clarification as well. Broken vase is coming out. So the two of you could be in hardship, misfortune, overcoming that. Again, grief is coming out. And the fixing is also coming out with the tools, the building. You've both been dealing with a lot of disappointments in your life. Flag is coming out. Ooh, I like that with the sun that's coming in. It's giving me a really solid grounding. 11:11. Yeah, overthrowing, success, victory, bragging rights. King of the Mountain, achievement. Yeah, this has a really amazing outcome. And crack shot. I'm hearing female strength. Miss Annie Oakley. The Peerless Lady wing shot. Yeah, so how I was saying about the pride and being in like Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords kind of energy, it literally says sharp tongue, witty, clear cut, intense, accurate, skilled. Yeah, and arrogance. Don't be so arrogant to think that you know what this man wants when someone approaches you. Don't be in that kind of energy where you turn down the love of your life. You know what I mean? So that's good clarification for all of this wrapped up together. I like that. And you could very well be into country westerns. Maybe you guys, like, you know, go to the shooting range, or maybe you will. This is really giving me with that thing, with the statue, this is giving me very military vibes, like historic vibes. Like overcoming even, you know, like hard times. Like it's giving me, you know, like Great Depression, like when things, I mean, we're in that state right now, right? Not the Great Depression really, but like we're in a state of hardship, you know, the economy and the world and everything that's going on, and it feels like war. And then there's people out there that are going to have to go to war. There is a war coming. So I really feel like the two of you are not afraid to get your hands dirty. You're not afraid to fight for what's right, especially when it comes to yourselves and for love. And with that humanitarian card, and with the relieving the suffering of others. So, yeah, that's a nice reading. So you and this high-level soulmate have been going through a lot. You've been working on a lot, and you will be coming into union very soon. And it sounds like you're gonna have a lot of fun, and you guys are gonna make some changes and things happen. But go with the flow, take it easy, and just enjoy the steps of getting to know each other, and that friendship and that fun and playing. Yeah. If you liked this reading, if it resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, like it, comment, maybe comment down below. Comments are great. Share, subscribe, and join the garden, where we play and we cultivate and we heal and we plant the seeds of our dreams the way that we want for the life that we want. I hope you have a good day. Peace. God bless.